So let me ask you two questions. One, have you ever gone into a project thinking this one's going to be highly profitable because the client seems reasonable, scope is simple, timeline feels fair, it feels achievable, and the numbers make sense? And yet, by the time the project ends, the margin is nowhere close to what you projected, what you expected, what you thought it was going to be. And the second question, why does it happen again and again? Why does every project seem to take longer than expected? Why does every project require more meetings than expected or desired? Why does it demand more founder or CXO involvement than should be? Why does it create more conflict than expected? And despite all the effort, why doesn't every successful project become a source of referrals? Most firms explain that away. And what do they say? They say that's just construction, that's just industry. But what if that's just half the story? What if the real problem isn't that the projects themselves are unpredictable, but the real problem is that your organization isn't becoming more predictable? Think about your last 20 projects. How many times have you solved the same problem? A client changed their mind, a stakeholder appeared late, a contractor misunderstood a drawing, a founder stepped in to resolve an issue, a design that went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 revisions. A vendor underperformed, you solved it, the project moved on, but did your company become better the next project onwards? Did it become better because this issue was solved? Or did everyone simply just move on to the next task, next project, hoping and praying that it would not happen again? That's the difference between completing projects and creating, building, architecting an organization. The firms that consistently grow aren't the ones that avoid problems. That's okay, problems happen. They face the same uncertainties as everyone else, just like yours. The difference is that every problem leaves behind something valuable: a better qualification process, a better discovery process, a better design review, a better risk checklist, a better, more evolved process for managing vendors, for approvals, for informed team. Every project doesn't just deliver a space, it improves the operating system of the organization so that the next delivery is smoother. And that's what the next few episodes of the series is going to be about. Not project management, organizational improvement by fixing one project by another, by another, by another. Over the next 20 episodes, we're going to examine whether firms quietly lose value, not just financially, operationally, through poor decisions, delayed decisions, repeated decisions, communication breakdowns, unclear lines of traceability, founder dependency, changing requirements, invisible risk, and probably the biggest loss of all, opportunity to learn, evolve, fix permanently. Because profit isn't the same thing as a project loss. It first loses clarity, then certainty, then speed, and then confidence. Money is simply the last place where these losses become visible. At Immaculate Platform, we believe that every completed project should make the next project much easier to deliver. Every mistake should strengthen a process. Every variation should improve discovery. Every delay should improve planning. Every difficult conversation should improve communication for the next project, because organizations, they don't become exceptional by just delivering yet another project. They become exceptional by becoming better, evolved after every historical project that they deliver. And here's a question that I would like you to keep asking yourself throughout the series: is my firm becoming better because it's doing more projects, or is it simply becoming busier? Because there's a profound difference between growth and compounding of the organization. And any firm that understands the difference, it does not just build a good project, they build an enduring business. Everything you've seen in this video and will continue to see as part of videos in this series is based on principles that we've spent years building into the Immaculate platform. If you'd like to experience them inside an operating system built ground up purely for design and architecture firms, start your free trial today at immaculate.co.in/trial. Thank you.